So I accidentally, I guess, closed the screen or turned off the thingy, which turned off all of it. I don't know what I did, how I did it. I don't remember touching it, but apparently I did in fact do it. I made date cookies today, like cookies with dates in them, or pieces of dates. And they're very good. I'm gonna grab one. Although my internet might get bad. Sometimes my connection for like phone stuff gets bad when I'm around my fridge, because my fridge blocks the Wi-Fi. Oh, crumbs. Look at that. Wow. I sat on a dog toy. Okay. Nice to see you too. Well, Sater, I for one am very happy that you don't have to move at least. Toy Story for SNES. I never played a Toy Story game. Wow. I wonder, so there's a website I use for playing old games. There's 2 websites. I wonder if they have that. Probably do. I'm not going to TwitchCon Paris. I'm going to the other one. Can post the trailer. Yeah, that'd be great. Please do post the trailer on Discord. Man. Yeah, I've got a lot of crumbs in my hair, man. I will live. Yeah, I was just tired today. But I did a lot of things, but I also like zoned out for a while and like just bummed around the internet. But not like, I don't know. I don't like not being productive, but like sometimes my brain chemistry is just not right for productive. But tomorrow I will have Adderall. It's just the wrong kind. It's the kind that causes hypomania in me. They don't have the extended release. They only have the immediate release, which is bad. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I wonder if I could break it into pieces and like take it every few. I should ask the pharmacist. I should Google it is what I should do. Because the problem is the crashing in between. And so if I could like take it more frequently but smaller chunks or something, maybe I could prevent the crashing, because the crashing is causing hypomania. It's really bad. And then that's what they gave me the Ritalin for, was for evenings. They were like, okay, well in the evening you can take Ritalin, and that would prevent like an evening crash. But I had a bad it wasn't like super dramatic, but it became dramatic because the Ritalin caused my dystonia to get worse. So that's when I stabbed myself in the eye, and also I touched the oven rack when it was at 450 degrees and somehow didn't burn myself. But because my muscles don't work right. Well, my brain doesn't work right. My muscles are fine. TwitchCon is overrated unless you attend partner parties. I've only ever been as a partner. I've never gone. Like, before I was a partner, I didn't go to TwitchCon. TwitchCon's really fun. You get to see people who you only see at the con because they live far away. Because of COVID, I have to be really careful at there. And I also don't know what. There's always this, like, it's super stressful because I'm weird, but I'm, like, really weird, kind of socially. It's the autism. But, it's stressful and anxiety inducing, but also really fun. I just want to party is what I want to do. But, like, I can't drink or do drugs. But I can still dance. Well, as long as I don't do very much of it. As long as it doesn't count as exercise. Not allowed to exercise. COVID is not gone, Six for Drake. We're gonna go ahead and not spread misinformation here. Yeah, my nose is so swollen. I think it's maybe because it's late in the day. Or, oh, you know what? It's because there's this fucking dust storm today. The dust storm made the air quality not as good, probably. I mean, it was beige. The air was beige. Six for Drake. That is simply not true. And we're not going to argue about it. So you're going to let it go. No. It was a dust storm. I'm looking at the weather report now. Wait, I don't live in that city. Where do I live? One moment. It's not a secret. But, what's the air quality rating? Moderate. Actually, yeah, not bad. I don't know. Is it the pressure that's causing it? The humidity. Feels like 83 degrees out. Hi. I am not wearing a dress. I am wearing a mesh t-shirt and a little top underneath. And shorts. Not a dress. Yeah, man, if it was a dust storm, that'd be a lot more stressful. That would be more than just not being able to hot tub. Yeah. Thank you. Hi. Hello. I'm just kind of hanging out for a little bit. I have, what's it called? I have a stream. I have stream on a different website tomorrow, but then the following day on Sunday, there's going to be hot tub. There's supposed to be a hot tub today. It didn't work. Weather was terrible, but the weather's supposed to be good. So that is the plan, is to, yeah. Weather. What links are those? They're right above you in the chat. Wow. MoxieMary.com/links. Right there above you in the chat. Streamlabs posted it. No, what type of links? I don't know. You click them and find out. Like, just click it, and it's like a link tree. Like, social media and stuff. Why am I suddenly in Stephen Chung's stream? That was weird. Thank you for following me. Web links. Everything about me is weird. It's just life. I don't do a good job. I used to do a much better job at like faking it. And then I don't know. Then the pandemic happened. I used to be able to fake being normal a little bit better. Never was that good. I mean, I can do it pretty well. Not in like controlled bursts. I couldn't like maintain it. It is called masking. I used to be so good at that. And then COVID happened and I lost it. And I'm trying to like figure out what life is like if I don't do it. It involves a lot of not laughing at bad jokes and of just sitting. But if I just do the face that is the comfiest, people think I'm like, it's like resting bitch face. Because I've always, since I was like a little kid, been like, I have to smile all the time so that people will be happy and like me and not be uncomfortable. But also I was naturally like a smiley kid, but then beyond, like, I think as a little kid I noticed that because I was a naturally smiley kid, people would smile back at me and like be happy. And then I was like very much the peacekeeper in the family, like automatically. And so I like incorporated smiling into that. A sort of like masking where it's just like so that people won't think I won't like be like, oh, she's glaring at me, you know? So I've just always, my lotion is pilling. Where the silicones in it, like come off in little balls, like kind of like clothing with spandex in it. Anyway. A lot less work. Yes and no. There's a lot of anxiety. I mean, yes, there is less work, but also there's a lot of anxiety in like how to like socially exist in a world where people have sort of innate reactions to facial expressions because that's how they like humans work. And so it's like masking serves a purpose, you know? But like being able to not mask also is very important, but I'm learning how to not mask because I don't know how. Because I've always masked my whole fucking life. Yeah, the people pleaser instinct creates an enormous amount of stress. So much stress. Yeah. I started the EMDR portion of so I'm doing PTSD therapy. A whole process for CPTSD and regular PTSD. And it's like I have a trauma specialist and we're starting from like chronologically and I'm doing specifically EMDR therapy. So it involves bilateral like brain simulation with eyeballs to try to reprogram the brain to reprocess like the trauma as in the past and finished so that it doesn't need to keep it in like the part of the brain where you keep things that matter currently, you know? Point is, I'm not great at explaining it, but I'm really quite pleased with the therapy. So far, even though I've only done like 4 weeks of it. Where would you get this? Lots of therapists, there's tons of, it's really common. Not as common as like cognitive behavioral therapy, but pretty common. Like I've had therapists for like 15 years maybe tell me that I should do EMDR probably. And there's some that have offered it, but they weren't like specializing in it. I specifically do it over Zoom because I don't with a trauma specialist in Texas, even though I live in New Mexico. So doing it over Zoom actually works really well because you can use like a visual thing on the screen for your eyes to follow. that I personally find that helpful. And so, I mean, you can do it mostly it's done in person, but people have had to adjust because of COVID, right? And it seems to have really high success rates. And yeah, it's really good. And it can make things like harder while you're dealing with it, but then ultimately it has like a really high success rate. Yeah, but I have websites I can post in the that is an option. Holy shit, liver. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're getting therapy online, like over Zoom, is so good because you can get therapy with like someone who specializes in what you have going on, which is just like fantastic. You don't have to just rely on whoever's available where you live. And it's like technology makes it work. Like it's even better than going into a therapist's office because you're not all like overstimulated from going outside and like being in the world and driving and shit. You're just like in the comfort of your own house where you don't feel as weird about like talking about personal things and stuff. You live in Canada. Yeah, like my health insurance does cover EMDR therapy. Because it's not like a rare thing to get EMDR. It's a well-established thing that's been around for a long time. But like the only reason my insurance won't pay for it in my case is that I see a specialist in Texas rather than New Mexico because I couldn't find one here that I really liked. But yeah, highly recommend so far. No, first time ever. Partner is the first place. Wait, what'd you say? Aw, well, I'm glad you're not moving, Seder, for sure. Yeah, I'm really excited. Very, very excited. Because I probably should have done this years ago. I don't know. I had it explained years ago, but I don't know. I didn't have my shit together enough. Like my life was too, I don't know, it wasn't the time. But probably should have made it the time. But now it is. Now it's the time. One of the middle boring ones. Oh, yeah, I know. I guess Seder, I got you. I saw that it was for knockers. I'm sleepy. I should go to bed early. I haven't gotten a second wind. I did for a while when we were in the other room and then it disappeared. I gotta brush my teeth. I brush my teeth. So I keep my toothbrush in the kitchen. Toothbrush and toothpaste in the kitchen because it's a cleaner environment than bathrooms. Even though my bathrooms are clean, like it's still a cleaner environment inherently. And there's a sink. So I was just thinking about what I need to do. I need to remove this and the makeup. And I need to put, wait. Oh, Lane, thank you so much. Thank you for the $15. Wait. I got this. Here. I'm gonna put you pointing at my closet. And my denim jumpsuit that I'm gonna alter. Thank you. Look, I have this specifically. I haven't tried it on yet, but it's supposed to be like for like a 70s sort of look. And it was supposed to be like bell bottoms, but it's like barely bell bottoms. So I'm gonna cut the side and add like a triangle of fabric, as was common back in the day, and try to make it like super bell bottomy and like curve hugging. And then I don't know, it's gonna be horrible and wonderful all at once. Did you know that I have great links? MoxieMary.com/links. Wow. You can write !L in the chat for those links to pop up. Breathing. I got a different brand. I have sleep apnea, so I use a CPAP. I got a different brand of distilled water to use for the humidifier. They have humidifiers in them, most of them. It's not really good to run the machine without water in it because it can like overheat or something. I don't really know. It can cause damage to the machine, apparently. Well, so I put this new brand of water in there. And I put on the mask and I turn on the machine and I'm lying there and I'm trying to be comfy. And I start noticing like the smell of maybe like burning plastic or something. It smells like burning plastic. And I'm like, oh no, what is happening to my machine that I rely on for oxygen? And so I like touch the machine all over. There's no hot bits. It's not like overheating. I take the thing out. It's not leaking. And then I go into the kitchen and I grab the jug of the new different kinds of distilled water and I open it and I stick my nose in it and I sniff it. And the water itself, the distilled water, smelled really strong of burnt plastic. So I was like, well, shit, I don't want to inhale this, whatever's happening with this water. I don't want to inhale that all night. So I turned off the humidifier thing so my throat hurts because it dries out your throat if you don't use the humidifier. But yeah, so I haven't figured out, but the thing is I bought 5 jugs of this shit because it's just like it's like Refresh. It's like a reputable brand of water. Why does their distilled water smell so much like burnt plastic, like strong? I've never had water from a store smell that strongly of anything. But yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. Like, I can't, like, I can't test the water for anything. No, well, that's the thing. I always use distilled water because that's what you're supposed to do to prevent, like, your machine being damaged with time. But, and blah, blah, blah. There's, blah, blah. But normally I use a different brand, which doesn't smell like anything, really. Anything at all. It's like normal water, basically. But this brand of distilled water just stinks. Like, it actually stinks of burnt plastic. And I'm hoping it's not all the jugs. Maybe it's just one, but I have a feeling it's going to be all of them. So tonight I also do not have water for because I have to order Instacart and get more water delivered. And then I have to do something with the 5 jugs of distilled water that smells like burnt plastic. Intensely like burnt plastic. Like shockingly so. It's really weird. High percentage of RO water. It pulls the minerals out of the pipes. Wait, what does RO mean? Reverse osmosis. Interesting. Yeah, I just don't know. Interesting. Oh, I'm gonna empty out the tank, actually. It still has water. Well, maybe I'll just leave the water in it, and I just won't, but I won't turn on the machine, so it's not like I'm breathing it. I just don't want it to overheat. I want it to have the water in it. Means that the water is too pure. It creates covalent bonds with what it can find. Interesting. So it's creating covalent bonds with something it comes in contact with, and that's making it smell gross. Oh, that's unfortunate because I don't want to inhale whatever it is that is making, like, whatever it bonded with. I don't want to inhale. I'm gonna have to buy more water just from a different brand. Balsam. Too pure. You know, the distilled water that I was getting, the reason I got this distilled water rather than that one is that this distilled water was leaving behind salt deposits or like mineral deposits. I think it was salt. I don't know. I've got really bad cramps out of nowhere. Oh my God. In my tank, in the tank of my machine. Like all this salt or whatever. It seemed like salt. It was like crystals. Which is like, it's distilled. It's not supposed to, that's the point, is that it doesn't have that so you can use it in machines and stuff. Oh my God. Okay. Something within the plastic. It sounds like it. Yeah. Balls. Okay. Well, good to know. Thank you. I will tell you about ghosts another time, but my cramps have reached awful level. Oh my God. Like I'm getting chills in the bad way. I'm gonna barf. Maybe. Possible. But hold on, I really want to raid someone. Why is it only showing me some of the people I follow and not most of them? I'm gonna look at someone who's, oh no, that's not working. Discuss browse, sure. Why would the app simply only, for some reason, the app is refusing to show me anyone who's live who has less than 190 viewers. Like, it's not letting me see anyone who has fewer viewers. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Maybe. I'm gonna barf. No, I'm probably not gonna throw up. It takes a lot for me to throw up all the way. Alabrella's live. Clicking. Thank you. I'm sure I will. Guys, did you know that I have great links? Ow, laughing hurts. I have great links, and I work really hard on them. And if you write exclamation, thank you, Lane. There it is, moxiemary.com/links. I might actually throw up. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hi. Thank you. I'm gonna be fine. They're usually not this bad. Well, whatever. I'm gonna put on even more comfy clothing, and I'm gonna get cozy with it. And I'm gonna... Fuck, I didn't do laundry, so I don't have any comfy pajamas. I do have some. They're just ugly, but I don't care if they're ugly. I will wear the ugliest pants in the world if they're comfy right now. Hi. Sorry, I'm ending stream. I have really bad cramps. Guys, check out those links, moxiemary.com/links. I really appreciate all the support. You guys are great. Good night. Say hi to my friend Alabrell. I think it went through.